All right, good morning, everybody. According to Rune, since he is here, we can start. Anyway, good morning, folks. Happy Saturday. Good morning to Dana and Rune, who got the lights. Legless Lockpicker, you were in here right behind them. Let's see, who else do we have here this morning? G Keyman, Ronald, good morning. Dave Addion, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Nico Wolf, good morning to everybody. So, if you can't tell, my voice is a little rough. Seasonal allergies have been kicking my hind end all week. Like last Saturday during live, I just started feeling myself get a little more and more congested and icky feeling, and Sunday it got even worse, and like I woke up just completely congested Sunday, and it's not gotten any better. Everybody I've talked to this whole week has said the same thing. Everybody's taking antihistamines and still just snotty and coffee and everything else. It just, it's nasty. But starting to feel better. So yeah, there were a few days that were pretty rough, but still have all this junk going on. But it was actually, fortunately, it was a pretty good week. We were busy like always, but still everything went fairly well. So got a few things to look at. Got a few projects done. That I was able to do, jobs at work, and we got some stuff to come out of it. So hope y'all have been good. Let's see, Torch, good morning. Litter Picker, good morning. Dark Arts, Lockpicking, James, good morning. Early morning to you. Hope you're doing better. I don't know what it is this year about the pollen, but normally it doesn't affect my sinuses, but this year it definitely has been. So hopefully we'll get through this. I don't know how my voice is going to hold up. So we're just going to try. Running the poll up at the top of the chat to see what y'all want to see. We've got 25% for access control, 25% for Schlag Mortis, and 50% for something completely different out of 8 votes. So if it's something completely different, then start telling me in the chat what you want, what you would like to see. Access control, we've got standalone keypad, electric strike. I have an old power supply over here, but I'm scared to use it because it takes AC current in. It's not doesn't have a plug-in transformer or anything. And besides, the reason why it's sitting over here is obviously because it was bad and needed to be replaced. So instead of throwing it in the trash, I threw it in the trunk of the car, brought it home. All right, James, good to know. Good to know you're feeling better. Sounds like dealer choice. Yeah, maybe. Legless, access control. Right here. This is old stuff. We replaced the keypads. Got the other keypad. It was a dual keypad system with a magnetic lock, and the power supply went bad. It was causing it to shut off, causing the keypads to shut off, but the mag lock would stay engaged. Obviously a problem when you can't disengage your mag lock. We will have to organize a meeting again. Yeah, James, definitely. Not sure. Next Saturday, I was going to mention this anyway. Next Saturday, I may or may not be doing live, and I probably won't know till later in the week. I will be making announcements. I'm supposed to take a trip for the weekend, just to get away, and I'm not sure if that's going to happen since gas is like $4.30, $4.40 a gallon right now. So yeah, that probably won't be happening. Oh, the noise. Yes, that is my air conditioner. Like this, it's been hot. We've had temperatures in the upper 80s, low 90s all week. So it's definitely been hot. We're supposed to get some thunderstorms today. Looks like we might have some clouds rolling over right now. But yeah, I had to come out here and cut the air conditioner on last night just to have it tolerable in here for this morning. It's 70 in here right now, and yeah, it's been hot, really hot. Let's see. Kurt O, Lock and Key, good morning. Half price is there. Hey. Brian Field, good morning. Dana Reed, 50 degrees there. Yeah, it's already up to, I think when I got out of the car, it was up to like 78 already here. So, yeah, it's been hot. It's been real hot. Let's see, still have something completely different leading the poll. So, if you want something completely different, I'm open to suggestions. Dave, that's right. I keep forgetting that you're in the mountains, just west of me. Yeah, 71's nice up there. Oh, cool, James. Wish her a happy birthday for us, please. Happy birthday. My birthday is actually next weekend, next Sunday. So May is a great month to be born. My whole family's, well, my little brothers, my mom's, and my birthdays are all in May within about 2.5 weeks of each other, and then my dad's is June 2nd. So we're all right there together. It's a Monty Python movie. Now for something completely different. Yes. I'm actually not that big of a Monty Python fan. I mean, I can watch it and I get the humor. I'm just not, I don't know. This doesn't do it for me. Little Britain. I enjoyed Little Britain. See, we have to give a share of gas money to the government, but we get actual non-cracked roads in return. Yeah, Rune, we do. Part of the price of gas here is tax included. The prices that you see include the tax. In North Carolina, we actually have one of the highest tax rates in the entire Southeast on gasoline. And our roads are in fairly decent shape, but a lot of it goes down to which roads are which. You know, federal roads, of course, get federal money, state roads get state money, and then local roads get money from counties and cities and towns and all that good stuff. So your actual road conditions can vary depending on where you are and what roads you're driving on. Let's see. New House Lock and Key, good morning. Secure Tech, good morning. Show release Watcher. Robert Patton, good morning. Jeez. Now, I figured you would be one of those people. You're one of those Monty Python people. Alright, so. Alright. It actually, so I guess according to the poll, we will be doing access control some other time. So I'll set that over here. I've got to clean this off. This has became way too convenient to just set stuff over on to get it out of the way. It's definitely time for another shop cleaning and organizing whenever I get the feel for it. Let's see. Just remember Jason showing a tomato growing in the Jackson pot. Yeah. Yeah, we, like I said, our state roads are actually fairly well maintained. They don't let potholes get to be that big. Some cities nearby, like one I've been doing, for some reason I've had a bunch of jobs in Kannapolis, which from our shop is about 25-30 minutes away, depending on which part of Kannapolis. Their roads are not the greatest. I have to say that. They never have been. But anyway, I mean, the roads, generally speaking, are fairly good. Let's see. Jay, good morning. Ox NY. Let's see. Your potholes could swallow half a car. Now, it's funny because in my hometown, there is a perennial sinkhole that started a few years ago just outside of a car wash next to the post office. Used to be, the post office occupies a building that was several things in its previous lives. Department store, a grocery store, a few other things. But it's been the post office for like probably 30 years now. But the drainage into the parking lot there has created a huge sinkhole, and it's just getting really, really out of hand. Oh yeah, Rune, I double check every single time, even if I don't touch the pinning kit in the back of the truck. I always look to make sure that it's latched shut. But in the back of the truck too, I was talking with my boss about this yesterday. I really, really need to get some storage cubbies back there because of just all the crap that I've got back there. And the cubbies that are in there don't do a good job of holding stuff in place. And it's funny because I can go through town. We have a lot of roundabouts in the area around the shop, and I can go through one at 5 miles an hour, and stuff still slides out, drops, falls over. I mean, it's constantly. I mean, I can be driving down a good road, no potholes, no bumps, and I'll hear something go ding or thunk or something like that in the back. I need to just make an audio recording or set a camera up just looking in the back, in the back of the truck, just to see what all falls and rattles and jingles and everything else. Oh no, Anthony, that's not good. Breaking your ankle Um, yeah, a buddy of mine, he's actually been on chat with us on live a few times. But he bought a motorcycle dirt bike a couple months ago, and I texted him a few weeks ago just to see what he was doing. He's like, yeah, I don't feel very well. I'm like, okay, why not? And he said, I'm not saying what I did, but I definitely did not drop my motorcycle on my foot and break a toe. Because I told him he was going to hurt himself within a month, and he did. That's why I don't like motorcycles. But anyway, he's still dealing with a pin in his toe, so that's not good. But yeah, Anthony, great job taking care of her. I couldn't imagine being laid up, not being able to walk around, hardly. Let's see, the CLK Supply live last Tuesday about the locksmith van crash. No, I hadn't seen that. That would be bad. I mean, I've got a shield behind the driver's seat. Y'all kind of saw that during that live, if you watched that live. But there have been times when I've had to, really hit the brakes because some idiot on the interstate in front of me just decides to stop, and I've wound up with like everything between the front seats. Yeah, not good. Post a picture of that pothole on Twitter. Stuck a road cone in it and just the tip was sticking out. Wow. Yeah, I know a lot of people like motorcycles and dirt bikes and stuff. And, I can see the appeal of it. I really can. But I just remember back to my days as an EMT and all the motorcycle wrecks that I saw, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, no. Let's see. But anyway, I was wondering, since we've got a number of locksmiths here, how many of y'all use like a dispatch software that allows you for all your scheduling and inventory and invoicing, accepting payments, etc. How many of you guys use something like that? And if you do use something like that, what product is it that you use? Because we're getting ready to switch to a new product. We've been using Field Edge. They've been using that for a while before I started. And now we're going to, Service Fusion, I think. Which, just looking, I got set up on my account with it yesterday, and my login, and it looks like it's pretty cool. But we can actually, one of the reasons Boss and I were talking about organizing the back of my truck is we're going to have to inventory every truck and everything that's in our shop. Once we do that, we can actually know exactly where our stock is located. So, for instance, I can, if I need a part, like the other day I needed a classroom lever to replace one. And I could actually go on with the new software. Once we get it all set up, I will actually be able to go on the app and see, do we have one in the shop? Is there one on my boss's van, one on the co-worker's van? And which one of those locations is closest? Because we've got real-time GPS tracking on it, and we'll be able to see all that kind of cool stuff. Let's see. Morning, Nate. Yeah, Jay, what's Chabot? But anyway, so that's what we got coming up. Okay, we're still holding with something completely different on the poll. I'll go ahead and end that. We'll figure out what something completely different is. Yeah, just a Schlage mortise cylinder. This came out because put an exit device on the door, to the back door of a retail store, and the owner didn't want to have to worry about employees remembering to turn the thumb turn on the inside to lock it at night. So we did an exit device with pull trim on the outside. Had to reuse the exit device was actually a D-Tex that was mounted on a door at the front of the store. So I took that off, moved it to the back door, and installed exterior pull trim with the cylinder, and got all that on there. Pretty decent. It took a while because it was all custom. Just had to figure it out because of the holes from the mortise body and getting all that lined up for the pull trim and all that good stuff. So, hey Jason. Okay, that's right, Jay. Dana Aloysius is doing good. He's back to normal. Can't even, his fur's even grown over the spot where they had to drain it, and looks pretty good now. So yeah, he's doing great. They're all doing fine. Let's see here. It's Slippy. Yeah, I've not watched any videos this week at all. I've just not had time. It's been, used to be I would have a little bit of time eating lunch and I could sit in the truck and watch maybe part of one, but it's not been that way for the last month. Gotcha, the Chabot locks, because yeah, not driving or using electricity or anything. Yeah, the these right here. Yep, no electricity needed. Still don't really care for them, but. And this one I think is worn out. Just buttons don't give you any type of click or anything. I don't know, we might dissect that sometime. Let's see. Do you use that tool LPL sent you out in the field? No! I have not had any chance to use it. I think before he sent it to me, I'd had like 4 or 5 commercial lockouts, and a couple of those were actually storefront, where they broke their key off or something like that. And haven't had a call for that since. So yeah, I would love to have one. The tool stays in the truck for work. Let's see. Have a service van, drive around with graphite application device. Yeah, no. I I've gotten to the point where when people say, "Oh, I tried to fix it before you got here, and I sprayed a bunch of graphite in there," I just stop and I just kind of look at them and I'm like, "Really? Really?" And I'm like, "Never use graphite." And fortunately, I've not gotten real dirty on one. But I mean, all you can do is just take it apart and hose it down with Houdini and flush it out. Just wash it out with Houdini. Okay. Yeah, Jason, I will watch that video. I saw the one pop up about hoppy locks. I hate hoppy locks. Everybody in the shop does except for Marie. She's kind of our hoppy guru. But because we're so close to the lake, so many houses have those type of doors. And in fact, I did a rekey on a house. It was a brand new house the other day. Everything except for like 4 doors were keyed the same. Massive house, by the way. And the homeowner, she was asking me about the side door, and whether or not they would ever be able to put an electronic deadbolt on there, because they've got kids that would be in and out, and she was very interested in electronic deadbolts. And I looked at us and no. I said, unfortunately, you can't because of that, that multi-point lock. And I mean, I guess the biggest thing with hoppy is they're easy to swap out. You just have to measure everything like exactly and check all the boxes. I've got the ordering forms, and Marie has taught me a few times, and I've gone with her on a few jobs to learn how to service some of them. I still don't care for them. No, Rune, I haven't seen the graphite gun yet. I will. I will watch that after we get done with live. Before his live. Let's see. Giving dad and sisters all cans of Houdini. Yeah. I might get in trouble for saying this, but this is Houdini as well. That's what I keep here. That's what I keep in my car. Of course, we use the real stuff at work, but now Lowe's. I went to Lowe's this morning, and Lowe's is starting to sell baby cans of Houdini, actual Houdini, and it's like, I don't know. This is what is it? Like, yeah, 11-ounce cans. That must be like a 2-ounce can that they're selling at Lowe's for, I think it was like $5. Which, yeah. Hoppy on down to an irritating time. Yep, that's it. Well, Rune, we see them here. We see the multi-point locks on the big custom, like, window doors. It's kind of what I call them. They're all, they've got panes of glass all through them. Patio type doors. And I've seen them on a lot of just custom doors, because there are a lot of custom built houses in our service area. And there are a lot of locksmiths who in this area who just won't touch them. They won't even touch them to rekey them. The rekey job, I think I talked about it last week, that I had, it was residential rekey, but I had to master key some of the other cylinders. 2 of the cylinders that I had to master key were profile cylinders for multi-point, and they were CES cylinders, which if you just straight pin them, you have to pin them to one cut below what your key is, just because of the way they're made. But yeah, it just, I just don't like them. So you sell graphite and bunnings, it's lock lubricant. Wow. Morning, Alan Corson. Get a can of old Lockies. Yep. Baby cans are 2.5 ounces. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's one thing. You know, tell a customer, say, hey, you can go to Lowe's and buy a small can, because the average homeowner, you know, one of these cans of Houdini will last a good while. Yeah, it'll last a long time. We have a lot of commercial customers that buy cans of Houdini from us at the shop, and you know, but I guess one of the smaller cans like that, the baby cans, would be, I don't know. Lockheed's mini can of liquid graphite. Yep. Yeah, Brian, they actually had these cans both in the lock section and in the lubricant WD-40 section. Let's see. Yeah, Jay, I replaced the plastic caps on all of them. And that one, what I was saying about those is some of those CES cylinders, the locksmiths just, whoever keyed it last, I guess maybe they didn't know how to make it work, but there were several cylinders that only had 2 chambers pinned. And I'm like, really? You know, do it right. You know, figure it out. Do it right. I mean, if there's something where out of 6 chambers and you just can't get it to work with one of those chambers pinned, but it works with the other 5 pinned, okay, dump one chamber. Just because it might be just that cylinder. But, you know, don't be lazy and put only 2 in there because you don't know how to do it. Yeah. Let's see, Jason's gonna... Yeah, the caps are hard to put in. If for those of you who don't know about CES cylinders, I don't have any. They're profile cylinders, but instead of having grub screws in the top of the chambers, it's got a cutout, like a little trough cutout above the chambers, and it takes a little plastic cap that snaps down in there. Took me a while to figure out a good way to snap it in there, and I wound up taking just like a mini screwdriver like this and just tapping it down in there, you know, pressing it down on both ends to try to get it in there. I don't know what we paid for those. Let's see. Hey, that's a lot. DIY Master King. Remove all chambers that are having different cut heights. Or you're running out of pins for the key that you want to pin it to. I've seen that. I've seen pins filed down too. Yeah. Nah. Oh Lord. Sorry guys, my sinuses are starting to kick it again. So I talked the other week about my little collection of pokey tools that I keep in my pocket. I'll bring y'all around for this. Back camera. I don't know how many others locksmiths do this, but you know, we've got fob access to our shop. If you're curious as to what system we use, Schlage engage with an NDE lever and an engaged deadbolt, which those are actually really great if you've got somebody wanting a standalone access control system. Battery powered. The lever has a key override. The deadbolt does not. But it does have outside battery contacts if you let the battery go dead for some reason. They update via Bluetooth. And so basically you just go take your phone, stand by the lock, and update your credentials. They also do update via Wi-Fi. Pricing's not bad on them. You can make some money off of it. And they install just like regular deadbolts and commercial levers. So I always have that in my pocket when I work, obviously, because I'm normally the first one in the shop in the mornings, and you know, you got to unlock it somehow. This is my collection of pokey tools and various things. Somebody out there, see if somebody out there can name all four of these. I'll go through them one by one so you can see. You should know that one. Everybody should know that one. Who installs locks. Should probably be able to tell what that is, even though it says it right on there. This one might be a curious thing. And this one, I know at least a couple of you know what that is. But it's also good to have for other pokey needs, but it comes with one particular lock for a particular function. And after I installed one, I said that needs to stay on my little collection of pocket pokey tools. So let's see here. Couldn't find a sesame padlock change tool this week. Got about 100 somewhere. Yeah. So let's see if we get some answers. You win absolutely nothing if you answer correctly. And this one, I'll be very surprised if anybody knows the answer for this one. This right here? Well, Rune, I guess I doubt you would probably have one of these over there. I doubt. I don't know. We'll see. I think everybody here in the U.S. Would know. See, one's for cheese, one's for meat, and the other for smart shit. So yeah, this one. That one kind of says right there what it's for. See, Schlage. Yep. That's the, that comes with all your Schlage or Dexter commercial levers. That's the, to poke into the lever retainer hole. Of course, that one's your quick set smart key rekey tool. See, the small Y-shaped one looks like a clip remover. No, it's too flimsy for that. You can see it's a little bit bent from being in my pocket. Yep, Quickset, Smart Key, and Schlage Pokey. So we got these two here that are left. See, light switch key. You're pretty close to that, actually, Robert. Not a light switch though, but close to it. Jay and Jason, I'm surprised y'all haven't said what this one is. Y'all do a lot of these, a lot more than I do. I mean, we've got some, and I've installed a couple of them brand new. Worked on a couple of them, but oh yeah. Well, let's see. For reference, Rune, there's the pin in my fire extinguisher. But yes, I've seen longer ones like that before. Let's see. Come on, snap back on. See, any other guesses? Long pokey might work to reset a sesame combo lock. It may, but that's not what it came with. This actually came with a what is it? The Kaba Simplex combination change tool. The model where it's got the reset access on the front above the keypad. So you push that in there, and you can push down on the little reset mechanism inside to change your combo. So that's what that is. But it will, I mean, hey, it's a sturdy pokey tool. You can use it in just about anything in locksmithing, Let's see, that's a customer learning device. Every time they say something stupid, they get stabbed with the long one. Let's see. Yep, 5000 series Kaba. And then, so that leaves just this one. And what it actually goes to is a concealed switch. This is like the reset for an alarm. It was access control system at a school, and they had the little under the desk buttons where you can press one to unlock the door, or if you press both of them at the same time, it would lock into place and send a panic signal through the alarm company. This is what you use to reset that. It's got like a little fork switch in there, and you can turn it, and it will reset those buttons. Not something that you see every day. I've not dealt with one since the day we worked on that, but I've kept that tool just in case. Just giving them a chance. Yep. I knew you would know it, Jay. Alrighty. So that was my collection of little pocket pokies that I always carry. It's like a wire coat hanger repurposed. You know what I have done, what I keep out in the truck is, we've got like, music wire. We all know about music wire. Keeping that around just to be able to fashion something out of it. Anyway, what am I trying to say? Oh, instead of using like coat hanger wire, because there are times, especially like doing stuff with safes, trying to hit a solenoid or something, You want some sort of bendable yet sturdy wire to be able to access certain things, and something that should be in abundance right now that you could probably get if you asked real nicely, or depending on the outcome, is the signs, the wire mounts for all the campaign signs. It's campaign season. North Carolina, we had our primary this past Tuesday, so I've been looking, and I actually had some before from years ago, and I just took one of those wire frames that would hold the sign up, threw it in the back of the truck, figured, if I needed some, I could just take the grinder and cut off a length that I needed. Yeah, it's a good tool to have. Let's see, what's everyone's favorite bypass tool? What is my favorite bypass tool? I don't really bypass. I mean, I'll pick. I guess it would be the Shrum tool. I had a guy brought in a safe to the shop yesterday. It was a what is it? Was it a Brinks? I want to say Brinks, but that doesn't seem right. But it wasn't really a safe. It was more like a B-rate drawer safe, where you had the keypad on the front and the little handle that retracted the bolt work. Like you squeezed on it, lifted up. And it was a poor design. It was sturdy construction, but poor design because your batteries were on the inside and they went dead. And it had, at one point, it had a key bypass cylinder, but that cylinder had been removed. I think the customer said he had removed it the last time the batteries went dead. Why he would remove that, unless if he didn't know where the keys were, I'm not sure. But he said he was able to get it open one time before, but couldn't get it open this time when he let the batteries go dead. So I took it into the back room at the shop, took the scope, ran the Teslong scope down in there, found the solenoid, reached in there with a long Shrum tool and poked the solenoid down, lifted up, and there it opened. So I guess that was one of the, something like that. Favorite bypass tool? Let's see. See, I keep a paint bucket handle in my bag. Great for a reach tool. Yeah. Well, I guess also for bypass, I like the under the door tool. Every commercial lockout that I get, I grab the under the door tool and take it in with me. I try to pick. I don't know why I try picking first, but I always try that. And I've had a couple lockouts where the threshold and the door were so close together that you couldn't fit the under the door tool through it. But that's became, I guess, my favorite one. Yes, every locksmith should have the spring steel assortment. All right, G-Key Man, drive safely. Let's see, Sparrow's ripcord. The wire H stuff in those plastic signs, actually the same stuff that comes in about 10-foot lengths and is laid between courses in concrete block structures. Huh, that's cool, Dave. I didn't know that. Garage door tool. Get yourself some film for over the door. I guess as far as shimming it, like shimming a latch to open it. See, most residential doors are in-swing doors, and if the dead latch is engaged properly, then you're not going to be able to get anywhere with it. That's why I really don't bother with it. Trying to do that. I mean, I guess I could try to practice on that a bit, but normally here the locks are easy enough to pick most of the time. Let's see, but anyway, folks. Well, my voice is about to give out. I sounded like Froggy a few days this week. Again, thanks to the wonderful pollen. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'll leave the chat going for a little bit after we do, but yeah, I gotta go take something. I was fine till I started standing here talking for an hour. Use a 1 pound can of graphite. Wow. Yeah, I guess I will have to watch that video. But anyway, again, next week, not sure if there's going to be a live or not. Depends on if my trip out of town happens. I'm really hoping that it will, because I've not had a vacation in 6, maybe 7 years almost. So I'm due for a little bit of time away. Gotten to travel a lot for work lately, but even that's not going to happen that much, just because of the cost of everything. Ken _ you got here just in time for me to start wrapping it up. I got your email with that Master Keying software, that program that you wrote. I've got to get it on the computer. I'll take a look at it. But at the shop, we use HPC Master Keying, and I think the main reason why we don't switch from that to something else is because we've got probably close to 150 master charts in there, so we're gonna keep it up. But having that would be good to do like a one-off type system where you're not gonna do a full chart or not looking to expand. Like, I did one for the residential rekey that I did with Master Keying. I did do a full chart just in case, if the customer wants to add padlocks or add other doors, does remodeling, stuff such as that. Plus, in the future, if they have any issues where, hey, I had a contractor working on the house, they didn't return the key that I gave to them, can we change that? As long as it wasn't the master key, we'll be good. Yeah, Ken, like I said, I will pull that up on the computer in here, and we can, and I'll play with it. We can play with it on Saturday during live, maybe, and figure it out. When you have seen that video, everything we said about graphite today will make much more sense. Okay, I kind of gathered that, but yes, I will watch it. Vacation, what the hell is that? Yeah, I don't know. Room, yep. Actually, my boss and lady boss, they're going on vacation for like 3 weeks. Cross-country motorcycle trip. So, yeah. That's gonna be fun. Just Marie and I in the shop for 3 weeks. Wow. And as busy as we've been, that's gonna be, well, we'll do the best we can. But anyway, alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna wind it up. I can barely breathe because my nose is so snotty right now, and if I do anything to clear it, I'm gonna gross y'all out. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Really appreciate y'all being here every Saturday. Again, next Saturday I will post and let you know, yay or nay, whether it's going to happen. So keep an eye on the community page for my channel, and also on Twitter if you're on there. And that way we'll know whether. That way I'll know what the heck I'm doing. If I don't go on the trip, there might be a chance for an extra live because it is Memorial Day weekend, and so I'll have that Monday off as well. And also, before we sign off, I want to say big thank you. It is Military Appreciation Month, and so I want to say thank you to all the people who watch this who are veterans. Ronald, I know you're a veteran. I don't know if anybody else here is a veteran of the armed forces, but I sincerely thank you for your service to our country, and really do appreciate it. And again, want to wish you the best of Military Appreciation Month. So anyway, y'all, have a great weekend. Stay cool if it's hot, stay warm if it's cold. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay out of trouble, and we'll see you next time. Ugh. Ugh.